Since the invention of electricity, the world had calmed down mostly to glare at something more attractive, not something very new, something which will enhance the new generation. No wonder Hiroshima and Nagasaki had made much of the conflict, and following the Cold War, the McDonald's was banned in Russia. But things which had much more volumes had to be spoken of. Hola Senor, this is The Dice, and today we are here to talk about one of the most influential things which changed today's world. No, it's not the pandemic. Get over 2020 jokes. Yes, it's the internet. The way a network has shaped the world is commendable. Taking in consideration the sole objective of internet was to connect and create a global network for communication and propagation. Vincent Cerf and Robert Kahn, the ones who created internet, were the ones who first programmed something like it and primarily called it the ARPANET. It is back in 1976 that the world knew the internet has arrived. On further deliberation, both of the big parents of this big boy said that internet had to be future-proof and it is always going to develop with mobilization. Well, true. Who would have thought that in 2020 internet is a grocery market? Khan would have ordered a steak on Zomato. Well, only if he was here today. Rest in peace to that. Well, even after constantly working, it was only in 1980s that the email addresses started flooding, and the 90s until the World Wide Web came into existence. Just a few years later, the browsers also came together and the Google was formed. And since then, students have never really looked upon in a book to find GK answers. Moving on, the mobilization has been effective, and so has been the internet, with the students' budding relation with it since then. So let's look into that.
Internet. Today, we are going to discuss a case study on the impact of using social media and internet on academic performances by Bahrain universities. The case study deals with how different social media platforms have helped students academically. The first social media, 6 Degrees, was created in 1997, where one was able to upload a profile and make friends. We have come very far since then. Now, social media allows you to share everything you desire to, from pictures, your daily thoughts, memes, videos, websites, documents, and other files. Social media is often considered to have a negative impact on students. Is that true? We will find that out by taking a look at the case study. The case study shows how different social media platforms influence students academically.
Coming to our first app, Twitter. Twitter is one of the social media types which was launched in 2006 and was introduced to be one of the educational tools. There are many examples of using Twitter to enhance academic performances. First, you can share academic resources with students and colleagues, for example, images, videos, documents, presentations, and other types. Second, teachers can create virtual groups that share common interests among students to discuss specific subjects or topics. Third, class projects expand outside of space and time at school, which allows students to get access to a wider universe filled with knowledge. Twitter was created for microblogging, thus keeping that a viable option as well. Twitter also has other wide set of users which makes it education friendly.
Our second app is Facebook. Facebook is used by more than 2.45 billion users, making it the world's largest social media platform. Facebook can be accessed not only by the people owning laptops but also via mobile phones with internet access, which makes it easily accessible to a larger mass. It is considered to be one of the best environments for learning and teaching purpose. Facebook encourages discussion between students, which encourages them to be enthusiastic about gaining knowledge. Facebook provides one with the tools to share resources with ease. One of the major uses of Facebook in the field of education will be the Facebook project, which provide peers with a platform that help them work together. As a result, it was seen that peers showcased an increase in social skills and development of collaboration work. Teachers decide upon converting their teaching method to Facebook to help give students more exposure and interactive session of learning in groups even outside the limited time available in class.
The third app is WhatsApp. WhatsApp in recent days has become one of our most regularly used apps. It is used by 1.5 billion users worldwide. The benefits of WhatsApp is that it is free of cost, can be used to communicate with another user easily, allows sharing of photos, videos, documents and other files. The study of Johnson Y in the year 2014 examines how WhatsApp application affects the student at tertiary institutions like Ghana in the field of academic performance. The sample of the study was taken from 418 students, male 142, female 276. The researcher used the questionnaire to collect the data from 418 students and interviewed 50 students among them. The study concludes that WhatsApp application is necessary for easy communication between students fast and effectively due to its ability to share information and resources between the students. There is also usage of WhatsApp groups for various fields. People may have an official school group that consists of teachers as well as students. It is now easier for teachers to convey messages to the whole class easily at any point in the day. The students can also ask the teachers about their doubts and questions throughout the day. They can easily convey text, send notes, share images, audios, documents, and a lot more. Groups make it easier to function with many people present in it.
The fourth app is Instagram. Instagram was launched 10 years ago in 2010. It is the sixth largest social network with 1 billion users and 23.92% of the world's 4.18 billion mobile internet users access this app monthly. Here are 3 reasons according to Phillips whose results benefits the students to study. Spatial intelligence. Users at Instagram uses their spatial intelligence to analyze the images or videos to obtain important data that construct a clear meaning about the goal of this post. Linguistic intelligence. When the users upload their images, then their friends will be allowed to take a look at the uploaded images. From this point, teachers can upload their images and request students to give their comments. The students are using their linguistic intelligence to make observations and give their feedback about these images. This helps encourage students for language skill improvement. Interpersonal intelligence. Teachers can encourage students for more motivation and show their activities on Instagram. This can be through creating a group managed by the teachers and inviting all students to show their skill and ability for educational practices. There are other educational benefits from the Instagram application.
According to Hudson, some other benefits are: number 1, show student work, especially when a student in the field study of art and design. When he uploads his work and shares it among friends and family, then they will give their comments and encourage him for more work development. Number 2, improve historical knowledge. When the teacher uploads one old image and asks students to be focused on the history of it, in this case, students are analyzing the images based on historical dates and related facts for these images. Number 3, mathematical steps. Teachers can upload the steps of mathematical to be clearer for students and to take their views on these steps. In this case, the teacher will understand how the students are well understood and to understand the weak points to be more discussed in the class in order to show the steps clearer for students. After taking a look at the case study, we can convincingly say that social media platforms have had a positive impact on students academically. Thus, all the mentioned social networking sites are suitable for educational purposes if used wisely. But just like everything else in this world, social media has its own set of disadvantages. Social media plays a huge role in our everyday life and has a massive impact on it. Often overusing social media have led to people being addicted to their screens. The life portrayed on social media is not real life, and often people fail to understand that the influence of social media and the portrayal of unrealistic lifestyle often ends up spreading negativity amongst the people who are unable to meet those very criteria. There has been an increase in the cases of depression due to the inability of people to be able to meet such far-fetched expectations portrayed by such platforms. People often pretend to be someone else to fit with the crowd and follow the trend. There have been cases where people have started losing their original selves while trying to fake being someone who meets the unrealistic criteria created by social media just to be wanted and liked online. Social media also often plays a role in the spread of fake news, which is extremely misleading. The list of advantages and disadvantages is never ending. But in the end, we can conclude the whole existence of social media is due to the internet and how the internet plays a huge role in our lives. Everything has a good side to it if used wisely. To get a clear view on opinions about how internet has changed one's life, we have interviewed 3 people from 3 different generations. Here is what they have to say.
Well, I think internet has influenced our life obviously in a positive way. I know there has been debates whether internet is pros and cons of internet. But we need to understand that during this global pandemic has shown us about playing games or anything. It's about assignments or online classes, whatever work from home people are doing is from internet. So I think there's I always believe that if you use internet in a good way, I don't think there is any harm. The people who misuse the presence of internet is only because they want to misuse it.
Internet has truly influenced our lives and touched our lives in many ways, especially in the current pandemic situation. As I am a working mother, I had to go to office, but due to the internet, work from home is possible, which has really helped me a lot. And then my daughter, she is able to attend her classes and everything due to this online classrooms and all that is possible only due to internet. Earlier in our school days and all, we could never think of something like this because we had to study so much, we had to refer so many books and we had to go and buy them or rent it out from somewhere. Now it's all available. You just have to kind of type in Google and everything is just in your fingertips.
বর্তমান অবস্থায় ইন্টারনেট খুব সহায়ক হয়েছে। আমরা বর্তমান পরিস্থিতিতে ঘরের বাইরে বেরোতে পারছি না, তাই ইন্টারনেটের মাধ্যমে আমরা সমস্ত জরুরি পরিষেবা পেয়ে যাচ্ছি। ওষুধপত্র, ব্যাংকের কাজ, ঘরে বসে টিকিট, ট্রেনের টিকিট পেয়ে যাচ্ছি। তারপরে যারা আমাদের সন্তানরা দূরে থাকে তাদের ইন্টারনেটের মাধ্যমে তাদের সঙ্গে দেখা করতে পারছি, তাদের সঙ্গে খুব যোগাযোগ রাখতে পারছি এবং সারা পৃথিবীর খবরও ইন্টারনেটের মাধ্যমে আমরা ঘরে বসেই পেয়ে যাচ্ছি।